What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and this is going to be kind of a strange video because I am going to show an unboxing. I got a whole bunch of TwoSun knives, which is really awesome, but those of you that watched my last video, we had a real serious storm blow through here. We have tons of power outages. We don't have internet. It's kind of a mess, so I'm doing this on my phone. I'm actually going to incorporate some footage from the storm as well, and I drove around with the camera and just kind of showed all the downed trees and power lines and stuff. So I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out. I already opened the package that these came in. I wasn't sure what was actually in it, but I haven't opened the actual boxes yet, but I've got a couple more over here. So we got a little unboxing knife here. This is one of the knives that'll make you bleed your own blood. So anyway, let's get into this package that we have got two more TwoSun boxes in, and then we also have got this package that I'm assuming, yes, two more TwoSun boxes. So we have a total of 6 TwoSun packages here, and a couple of these are not brand new items. A couple of them, which I'm pretty sure this one here, just by the weight of it, I know what are in most of these anyway. And yeah, so this is not a brand new item from TwoSun, albeit it is a cool one. Because I'm doing this outside, and get these boxes put back together. So this here is the TwoSun Pen 02, I think, and it's a bolt action titanium pen that is got fire or flame anodizing on it. Pretty cool. Action is good, and it utilizes pressurized cartridge, so should write really well. And yeah, you guys will see that coming up, but I don't know, you can see the TwoSun logo right there on the pocket clip. But a pretty cool pen. It's pretty short, so kind of a nice little EDC pen. We'll just set that right there for right now. Let's check out this package. So this is a knife that I had before. So this is not a brand new model, but this is the TwoSun TS85 Orca, and this one is in Micarta. And so if you guys saw the one that I dyed red, you can really do some cool stuff with TwoSun's Micarta, and it turns out beautiful. So you're going to see a lot of Micarta in this package, or all these boxes here. I'm pretty sure they're actually just the pen, and maybe just one other one of these boxes doesn't have Micarta in it. So let's check out this one. Actually, I'm going to save that one for a moment. Let's check out this one here. This is the one that's not Micarta. This is the TwoSun TS201, I think. I might be wrong on that. I think it's the 201. This is carbon fiber with blue G10. You got deep carry clip. Does not look like it's reversible. And yeah, 14C28N. Oop, hit the camera there. 14C28N. It is a rattlesnake design. Got the poon. Gotta love the poon gooch for sure. So yeah, digging that one. The great little budget liner lock. You know, these things are like 40 or 45 bucks, something like that. And full size knife, you know, like 3 3/4 inch blade. So definitely digging that one. Let's see what we got in this package here. Oh, that one we're going to save as well. So let's check out this one here. Yep. All right. So this one is another Micarta knife. This one is the TwoSun TS132, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm just putting all boxes back together so they don't blow away. But this one's Micarta and D2. Little Warncliffe design. Action, you know, it's going to be on bearings. Got this blade hole here. It's going to be good for thumb flicking, finger flicking, all that good stuff. So digging that, cool design. So there's 4 of the items right there. And then we'll go to this one. This one is a new Jerry Jelly design, and pretty cool budget knife as well. I'm pretty sure this one's in 14C, if I remember correctly. It's been a while ago that I looked at these, but again, the Micarta, which you guys will see. I'm going to do some mod work on these Micarta versions. They'll turn out really awesome. You can, do some really cool stuff. Oh, this one's got a green backspacer. That's interesting. Green G10. This thing's really light for what it is. It does have liner just on one side. So, yeah, super lightweight. And check out the Bowie blade. Really cool. Kind of a Bowie style clip point blade. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that feels really good in hand. My hand's a little bit cramped in there. But, man, if it had a full-size choil, that would be really good. So this might get a little work on it. We'll see. But really cool knife. Centering, spot on. This is the TwoSun TS227. And you can see that blade grind there. So, yeah, not a lot of distal taper to the blade. So you get this kind of compound grind going on at the front. Kind of an interesting situation. But, yeah, it feels very, very thin behind the edge. So, once I get power back and whatnot, we'll see. I didn't bring my sharpness tester outside to do this. I probably should have, because we could have tested the factory sharpness on these. And then, arguably, the best knife of the bunch is in this box right here. This is the TwoSun TS263. This one is titanium with micarta inlays. Absolutely gorgeous knife. Look at this thing. Titanium with micarta. You can see here it is a front flipper. You've got inlays on both sides. So, really, really gorgeous knife. Pocket clip looks cool. I like the holes in the blade and the clip. So let's give her a flip and see what she looks like. Oh yeah. That'll do, donkey. So pretty cool looking knife. This one is a night morning design. I'm really digging the holes. Got a nice backspacer. So, awesome knife. So, TwoSun TS263. Right there. Awesome, awesome knife. This one is the TS132. The TS227. The TS201. The TS85 Orca. And the TS Pen 02. So there is the bunch of knives that I got today from TwoSun, and then of course my Spyderco Tropin. So I'm shooting this on the back of my tailgate today, and you'll see in the footage, hopefully I can edit these to put them all in the same video, and then I think I'll probably roll some pictures at the end of the video. So you may hear me say what's going on YouTube and that sort of thing, like starting the video a couple of times in this. I don't know, we'll just see how carried away I get in editing. But yeah, we got crazy amounts of storm damage, no power situation going on, which really sucks, and no internet. So these videos, this one's gonna have to be uploaded from my phone, which, yeah, is what it is. It works. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. Hopefully you'll see this cut into another video. So I'm out. We'll see you later. You guys may have seen the other day that I posted we had a bad storm roll through where I live. This is a town very, very close to me. It's a small little podunk town. I live out in the country, as many of you know. But I just was wanting to kind of maybe show off some of what we're dealing with right at the moment. You can see over here, I mean, and there's tons and tons of cleanup that has already happened. This is a couple of days after the storm. But you can click, let me see if I can get this controlled correctly. So, you know, there's stuff like this everywhere. There's trees all over on down power lines. I'm gonna let a car pass me here because I'm kind of driving and doing this at the same time. But you can see houses are wrecked. Trees just uprooted out of the ground. Right here, there's power line down on the ground. There's still hundreds of thousands of people without power here in Iowa. I did have power back on for a short time at our home. We've lost power again. There's just so much damage. And this was all created from a storm that they're calling Derecho or something to that effect. You can see right here, check out this root ball that just uprooted trees laying on houses. It's pretty unbelievable. And we had 120, 30 mile an hour winds. The whole thing is just crazy. Here's some cleanup going on over here. Oop. This guy's pulling trees around. Over here we've got, oop, my camera is, and I've got cars driving around me too, which is kind of a total pain in the ass. I'm trying to do this. Let me get off this main-ish road. But you can see here, power lines are all hanging down to the ground. This is quite a large power line that's in this position right here. I don't know, what, 2 foot off the ground, if that. But yeah, they've cleaned up a lot of the stuff already, but here you can see power lines hanging. And it's all coiled up on the ground right there. So pretty crazy all the way around. Most all the cornfields and stuff in this area are completely destroyed. I think we saw a little report from the governor saying that there were 10 million plus acres of crop damage. So yeah, it's quite remarkable what all has happened here. And like I said, there were a lot of the cleanup has already happened as far as getting stuff off the road, so at least you can get through. There were lots of areas where they had to use snow plows on the roads just to push all the debris off. Like you can see coming down this road here, just all the stuff piled up on both sides of the road. And yeah, it's quite crazy with all the people that are still without power. And here's a big tree right here that's all fallen down. So yeah, pretty crazy. A lot of roofs missing, and yeah, 100 plus mile an hour winds can be quite devastating, as we found out here. So yeah, I just thought maybe you guys would like to see what's going on. You know, me and my family, we didn't have any like personal injury or anything like that. We certainly had lots of damage to our property, but in the grand scheme of things, we're not we're not as bad off as some other people are. So yeah, I'm pretty blessed in that way, and thankful that our property did, although it did suffer some damage, it wasn't as bad as what a lot of other folks are dealing with. So I just hope that everybody makes it through this time. Here you can see a little craziness going on here. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, and just how widespread this was. This covered a large portion of the state of Iowa, and I'm not sure exactly how much of the state it covered. Like I said, we still don't have reliable power. Of course, I don't have internet. I do have phone service briefly, but it's kind of a mess, really, on what is actually as far as utilities and stuff like that that are functional. I'm not sure what happened with the cell phone towers and stuff, but the service is real sketchy. And so I'm going to try to upload this from my phone, which the video that I posted, the last video that I posted where I said we had some storms come through, that was uploaded from my phone. Is the first time I've ever done that. I know a lot of people do use their phones. I personally use my computer mainly. So that was the first video I have uploaded from a phone. And I have no idea what the audio is going to be like. I generally use a microphone in my videos, and I'm not doing that here. This is just straight up a cell phone video. So I'm not sure how this is going to come out at all. It may be terrible. I have no idea. But I just thought it'd be, I know I've been able to view a bunch of the comments and stuff from the first video. A bunch of people were, hoping that we were fine and all that. And like I said, we were okay. Personally, down in this valley where I'm at right at the moment, there's not a tremendous amount of damage here. But I'm guessing once I get up on top of this hill, you're going to see some more damage. This is kind of going out towards our place. And so that little town that I was in, that was the town of Cambridge, Iowa. But yeah, it's, it definitely has affected our state drastically. And then on top of it, they had a bunch of linemen that were out of town due to the hurricane on the East Coast. And so they had, kind of skeleton crews going on. And I know that has, slowed things down as far as getting power lines back up and all that. But I mean, there are areas where there's just miles of actual power poles that are down, and it's pretty crazy. I don't know what we've got up here for damage and whatnot. I don't have any cars right around me, so I'll try to slow down and show. Yeah, there's some broken off trees right there. Not a whole lot of damage on that place, it doesn't appear. Let's see, there's a few houses right up here. Just north of where I'm at right now, there's tremendous amounts of damage. We even had, there you go, there's some bunch of tree damage. We had, I went by one area where there was a cemetery, and a bunch of the headstones had blown down. I'll try and put a few of those pictures in. I took some photographs of the headstones, and man, it was just crazy to me that these headstones blew over. I mean, center of gravity on those things is pretty low. They're extremely heavy, and and solid rock, but they definitely blew over, and a lot of grain bins got damaged and collapsed. Basically in this area, just about all of them, if they weren't full of grain, they went down. And I'm pretty sure there's one right here, I think. Yeah, I can see the wreckage on the back side here. So I'll just drive in here. So there you can see the grain bin on the ground behind these. And I'll just drive in here a bit. But so this is a grain bin that is on the ground, and lots of scattered sheet metal parts and whatnot. It's kind of windy out right at the moment, so I don't really want to get out, and I know it's gonna be loud on the mic, but let's see if I can. I'm gonna back up here a bit. So that's where the grain bin was, and you can see that it was empty. And for those that don't know, grain bins are not very strong when they're not full of grain. The circles or the rings have to be under tension, and so the weight pushing out on them is what makes them strong. But if they're empty, as you can see, 100-mile-an-hour winds will just absolutely just crush them like a pop can. And there you go. That's what happens. So pretty crazy. Zoom in there. You can see the bin fan there on the ground. Right now I'm about probably 2 miles as the crow flies from my home. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy. So you can see these 3 bins here were all in a row, and obviously the other 2 were full of grain. So it wasn't a total loss on that particular little site of bins. And some of the grain bin is up here in the ditch right there.